Hello, welcome. It's Saturday, the 1st of July, 2023. Where to start? Um, okay, so I felt, as you guys probably know, that June was going to be head on a swivel month, and I think it did turn out that way. So, if this last week is anything to go by, we could well get our Christmas in July. Last week was such a heightened everything. um, the general themes that I saw running, one, it was a very emotional week for a lot of people. One of the themes that I kept seeing come up, and everything I'm about to say includes me. Right? I was not purely an observer in all this. Betrayal, disappointment, people having conversations, like public conversations, and going into areas that I have not seen before, seen them in particular go to before. Things like questioning our history, which is great. Having conversations around mind control and programming. The conversations around the body and body changes. So I guess for me, I'm looking back at the like just even, like I do with Santera, right? Sometimes you can go to her YouTube channel and just look at the titles of all the videos, and they're telling a story. Absolutely telling a story. And she's so accurate. So I was looking back on the titles of these, because what I'm seeing and feeling and experiencing is like the fire in the template. It's still running. It's just building. Everything's building on top of each other. And the message of the fire in the template was us just understanding that it's all us. Right here, right now, it's all us. And I'm seeing people start to actually have these conversations around that. And then there was the waters of unconditional love. Again, that is continuing to build. It's continuing to rise to the surface, to manifest itself in the way people are perhaps approaching and dealing with all of this emotional stuff that's coming up. The truth wave, that's the gift. That's the gift that keeps on giving. The band is tuning up. People talking more about sound and frequency, and I've just seen so much this past week, probably the equivalent of what I've seen previous, on the power of sound, the power of frequency, the power of toning, the power of the voice, the power of everything to do with sound, and what that's doing to our bodies. So that's part of the band tuning up. So all of these waves are just building and building and building. And if that's the case, then we could well get our Christmas in July. But what I mean by Christmas in July is, I mean, the way I described it when I posted the announcement was that it'll be like that family. It'll be a family Christmas where every random relative that you didn't even know existed shows up, and no one knows how to behave. Because so many of the narratives feel like are going to reach a crescendo. They're going to reach their peak. And we've got it all on the table right now. We've got the banking and financial. We've got the aliens and black ops. We've got false history. We've got the corruption in everywhere. everywhere. Nothing is backing down, nothing is dropping off, nothing is flattening out. It's all just continuing to drip, build, and this month just feels like it's gonna be a crescendo, which will feel like a great Christmas for some in some areas. And for some, it's gonna feel like that family meltdown. But something interesting happened on Monday night, and I did write a bit about it in Telegram. So I can't remember what time it was. I don't think it was too late Monday evening. And I was actually on a Zoom call when we're just chatting away. And this internal heat hit me. And I was like, oh my God, I couldn't get undressed quick enough. And when I was trying to feel what was going on, it had for me the sort of signature sensations of something happening in the template at the template level, which is a particular sensation in my feet, in my tailbone almost, and just the feeling of it all running underneath me. And internal heat. That's right. Then I got a visual, and it was like everything was coming in from the right, which for me is home, and it was little blue lines that looked like maybe a Google Earth kind of image of lots of little rivers, and they were all going this way and heading towards a very particular point. I knew they were all heading in the same direction and heading for the same location. And then it went from looking like rivers of water to more plasmatic. And there was something about, and I haven't got really any more clarity on it than this, but there were certain words, phrases, and feelings that came with it. And it felt like a call to action. It felt feminine in nature. I got the image of someone blowing the old ram's horn. I got the words clarion call, which I know is a popular term for a girl in the universe. I got, what was the other thing I got? Trumpet. And I'm like, oh, is this one of the trumpet? What the hell is this? I don't know. But it felt like a call to action. The next morning, I woke up and I had all this very strange brain activity, tingling, movement, just weirdness in my brain. It lasted for, I don't know, an hour or so. And I don't quite know what that means yet, but I was wondering whether me being kind of triggered the week before to talk about not seeing the divine feminine or the earth mother and all as a victim might have been a precursor to whatever this was, because it was a very strong feminine energy, powerful, that warrior female kind of energy. And I can't say if I've seen much in the way of conversations or confirmations around anything feminine this week, but maybe you guys have. That would be helpful. The boredom thing, that's been on steroids this week, along with the emotional emotional stuff too, which has been kind of weird. Because on the one hand, it's been this emotional roller coaster, and on the other hand, it's been soul level boring. There's also been a pull to, for me anyway, to kind of a nostalgia, past times. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you're interested in the full 1.5 hour conversation, link is in the description. And if not, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.